How to say about in Russian? It has a few translations. We will use them depending on grammar and context. Prepositions, not only in Russian but in all the languages, are one of the most important topics for learners to master. That's why let's take today this preposition about and let's learn how to use it in Russian. Let's start with the one you all know, our preposition о. Or can have a few variations. О, об, оба. This is your go-to preposition for on the subject of. This one will always be used with the prepositional case. О is used before a consonant. О друге, о книге. Pay attention that when I say it separately, just о, I say clear о. But when I move to examples and when I say о друге, о книге, it becomes а. Why does it happen? Simply because when we attach a preposition to a word, it becomes one word. And prepositions never take the stress. As you know, unstressed о in Russian makes a sound а. That's why we have to say it this way. О друге, о книге. Whenever say о друге, о книге. No, make it one word, change the sound and sound natural. О друге, о книге. Then another variation of the same preposition, that's об. B we're adding when the following word starts with a vowel. But not all the vowels. Exceptions are е, ё, ю, я. But the rest of the vowels, they will take об. Об университете, об этом. If the word starts with those four exceptions, they will take о. О Европе, о языке. And the last option, оба. Оба will be used only with the pronoun мне, обо мне, about me. Remember this one, it's very important. And also, оба will be used with all the variations of the word всё. Всё, все. Обо всем, обо всех, обо всей, all those forms. And that would be it. It's not very commonly used. The most commonly used are о and об. Key verbs that you could take here are думать, to think about something, говорить, рассказывать, to tell, to speak, мечтать, to dream, знать, to know about, and also any noun, like книга о, фильм о, etc. Let's take a few examples. Мы говорим о погоде. Or она думает об отпуске. Then the next one is про. Про, that's just a colloquial version of о. But про takes the accusative case. Grammatically, they are different, even though the meaning is exactly the same. Very often, this про is interchangeable with о, but sometimes this про has this little idea of telling a story or giving more details. Plus, that's more common for spoken Russian, as I said before. Examples. Расскажи мне про свою работу. Расскажи мне про свою работу. That's exactly the same as I would say «Расскажи мне о своей работе». Расскажи мне о своей работе. Расскажи мне про свою работу. Grammatically, different cases, meaning is exactly the same. Also, you could say «Я все про тебя знаю». Про тебя. About you. Or «Я все о тебе знаю». Same. At the end of the video, I'll give you more information on how to choose between о and про. So, stay till the end. Then, the third one is примерно and около. This one is when in English you use the word about as approximately. Mostly it's used for numbers, time, age. Примерно, approximately. We use it with the accusative case. Он приедет примерно в 5 часов. He will arrive at about 5 o'clock. Примерно в 5. Same idea with около, but grammatically they are different because около will take the genitive case. So obviously genitive is more difficult than accusative, so my piece of advice is to choose the word примерно because grammatically it's just easier. But if you want a good challenge, use около. Let's look at the examples. На улице около 0 градусов. Около 0, about 0 degrees. Or, with time, я ждал тебя около часа. So I was waiting for you about an hour. Около часа. We cannot say here о часа, про часа. It's completely different idea. Here, when you use it as approximately, about, time, age, you will use около or примерно. And the last one, the word насчёт. In English, sometimes you say about, but usually in English you use the words like as for, regarding something, regarding some topic. At the beginning of the sentence, you usually use that, but sometimes you could translate it as about. That's why I give you also this option. Насчёт is used with the genitive case, and we can say something like насчёт встречи в пятницу. Like, as for the meeting, regarding the meeting, if we talk about the meeting, that will be насчёт. Насчёт, as you can imagine, is the most formal option, and you will use it mostly in business or some formal conversations. Okay, and now let's do a quick review. So, a common mistake, as I mentioned before, will be to use о instead of около or примерно. So, when you use о or про, for approximately. So if you want to use it with the age, for instance, I'm about 30 years old, then you cannot say «мне о 30 годах». It won't work. No, we have to say «мне около 30 лет». I'm about, мне около 30, genitive case, лет, also genitive. And now, as I promised before, let's discuss which one to choose, про or о. If in doubt, use о. It's always correct in every possible situation. You could use про in some casual conversations, especially with the verbs like рассказать, читать, и слышать. But some of the fixed phrases, they require the use of one preposition, like вопрос о, but фильм про. So the movie is about something, better to use фильм про. Question about something, вопрос о. And that would be it. Anytime you need to say about, ask yourself, what kind of about is it? Topic of conversation or thought? О, про. Approximate number or time? Then it's около, примерно. Regarding a specific issue? Насчёт. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope now you know better how to use about in Russian. Thank you very much for watching, subscribe to my channel and learn Russian with me.